What's going on, good people? Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Martina Britt Yelverton here, Brand Master Cash Flow Queen, founder of the number one tax hack to hire your kids in legal business, home based business called Youth Lifestyle Training. Let's see if we are actually on live and able to be heard. Hopefully, my volume is okay. Let me grab my phone here really quickly just to verify that I can be heard. Okay, I do hear myself inside of my Facebook page. So hopefully my YouTube is up and running, my designs page is up and running, and my personal profile here on Facebook is up and running as well, which is where I will probably be chiming in specifically. I don't know if you guys know, but the way that StreamYard is now set up with regards to, your personal profile is that, and let me see if I can get this link muted real quickly before I hit play here and start, is that in order for you to actually comment as yourself on your own personal profile, you have to have it pulled up somewhere else. You can't do it here inside of the stream. And so that's been an interesting twist for me to figure out how in the world to make this do what it do. But come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, and post your city or state as you begin to join me here on the live. Tonight we are actually going to be discussing Setup Sunday with myself, the Brand Master. And tonight's topic is how startup and struggling entrepreneurs can make this time count. So if you got a pre-notice or a get reminder, or you were able to set your reminder and see this information that I'm going to be talking about tonight, you were directed to go ahead and download a form. You should have grabbed your worksheet so that you could actually work through your plan of action on tonight. And that's at momentum.martinabrittYelverton.com. So what I'm going to do is pull that down for a hot second. Going to grab and copy that link. Going to save it. Going to put it back up so you guys can see where to go. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to specifically populate that directly into the chat box so that you guys can see it. And then I'll bring it up on the screen so you can see. Here we have it, where you guys are available to go and grab your worksheet so that you can get your plan of action in place. And if you go to momentum.martinabrittYelverton.com, you will be able to see the quarterly momentum planner. Now, with regards to this quarterly momentum planner, let me go ahead and let you know that we are in the fourth quarter if you were not aware. We are in day 3 of the fourth quarter, okay? So you guys are already behind the curve. If you're supposed to be trying to figure out what you're going to do in fourth quarter, you are 3 days behind the curve, and I suggest you go ahead and get your assets in order and get this form, go ahead and get it downloaded. And I may have to put up a separate link because the link that you're currently looking at, let me pull it up here on the screen for you. The link that you're currently looking at is, let's see, do I have it up here on the screen? Let's pull it over here. Let's drop away the overlay. There we go. This specific link that I have here is specifically for quarter 4 objectives, okay? So we've been advertising this all year long, 2021, your yearly momentum planner, so that you can actually set what you're trying to accomplish for the year. And in quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, you were directed to specify at least 5 activities or 5 objectives that you were trying to accomplish for the entire quarter. You were supposed to start out for the year, some things that you wanted to accomplish. You were supposed to assign some values, themes, or challenges that you may encounter or that you have encountered in the past, and how you were going to get beyond it. You were supposed to go ahead and indicate some major events that were happening this year. And I don't know if you visited my timeline, but we've had some major events that have happened this year. We were able to start the year out with the Women Crushing Mediocrity book anthology project, where we were amongst 40 other sister co-authors, and we released that book around April, if I'm not mistaken. We were available to release that book. If you have no earthly idea how to get any of that information, you'll go to wcm.martinabrittYelverton.com. Going to select it all, copy, populate it here on the screen for you so that you are available to see. This we launched in March of 2021. That was a large, big, huge deal where I was a contributing author with Dr. Cheryl Wood, a visionary for the Dr. Cheryl Wood virtual speaking platform. That was one of the major events that jumped off in 2021. So that would have been listed here under major events. We turned right back around, guys, and we followed that up with a second event. Let's see, the You Are Enough project. Let's see if I can get that typed in. And in this project, my specific chapter was titled You Are the Answer, but Not Until You Believe. We had an amazing virtual event where I was a featured speaker on stage with Dr. Cheryl Wood, amongst many others, but most importantly, featured alongside the Les Brown. As you see, Nikki Wood, Sean Fair, Carrie Murphy, Gloria Mayfield Banks, Dr. George Fraser, and of course, Dr. Cheryl Wood, again, amongst many other sister co-authors as well. So that is something that I would have had listed here in major events. In addition to that, we attended, let's see if I can get this one up on Facebook here. And let's see if I can scroll down a little bit to the event with Les Brown here. Now I'm pulling this one up so you guys can watch this one. I don't think you'll be able to hear it. This is what I'll do. Let me pull this down for a moment. And let me stop that share and let me share it again. And this time I want to share it with audio. And what I'm going to do is pull it up large on the screen here. And what I want to do when I pull it up large on the screen, let's pause it. I'm going to bring it back because I want you guys to see and hear this screen. And I'll mute myself. Let's pause it. I'm going to bring it back because I want you guys to see and hear this screen. And I'll mute myself. Let's pause it. I'm going to bring it back because I want you guys to see and hear this screen. Too bad. So sad. Maybe you guys would just be able to only watch it because, as you just heard, it duplicated to death. So that's a little disheartening. Let me see. Let me try one more time here because I really want you guys to, feel the impact of this extremely exciting event. Let me try one more time. And you guys let me know whether or not you can hear it. I'll drop away that one. I'll say got it. I'll mute myself and prayerfully you'll be able to hear it this time without duplication. Let me try one more again. I don't know about y'all, but that was absolutely amazing for me to be able to experience that, to be less than 8 feet away from the Les Brown at an amazing event called Unleash Your Voice that took place down in Atlanta. And that was last month in, what month was last month? September. Okay. So we've crossed over what happened back in June. We've crossed over what happened back in March. And so again, these are the major events that you would list on your momentum planner if you're tracking what it is that you're doing and what it is that is you're wanting to happen. But even beyond that, we have an amazing event coming up. Let me see if I can get speaker Con Gala. Let me see if I can get this spelled right. And I know I'm getting ready to do it wrong. I want to say it's SpeakerCon conference, but it's the Gala, and I can't get the link right. Where would I have that at so you guys could see that? Um, we'll just go with the SpeakerCon. But there's a gala that's happening as well that is attached to this. And I believe, let me see if this will take us over to the right one. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with the gala that's happening next month in November, where the Trent Shelton will be the speaking. This is a physical in person networking kickoff and awards gala for those who are choosing to participate here in the SpeakerCon conference gala. And then on top of that, then we have 4 days what's that, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh? Yeah, 4 days after that for the SpeakerCon conference, and it's a virtual conference where again I will be featured speaker on stage with the Les Brown and Dr. Cheryl Wood as well. So again, these are the major events that have impact on the 2021 year, and these are things that you would have listed on your momentum planner so that you could check what you're doing, you could plan for it, you could plan for it professionally, you can plan for it as far as your speaking is concerned, and these are the things that you would be listing out on your quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 objectives. So here in quarter 4, what are you going to accomplish? You may be a startup or a struggling entrepreneur. My question is, what are you going to accomplish? What are you looking to do? What are your plans? What are your goals? What are your dreams? And what is the action that you're putting in place to get it done? This is what we're writing things out. I'm not sure how familiar many of you are, and I'm no Bible thumper, no Bible scholar, but Habakkuk, and I'm probably saying it wrong, 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain, so that who hears it can run and tell that. That's how I say it. Y'all know y'all could pull it up and give it the right way, or give it, the right credence that is due. But the bottom line is, I say write the plan so y'all can run and tell that. So if you have not written down what it is that you're trying to do, if you have not had any type of accountability for what it is that you're trying to do, how do you know that you're doing whatever it is that you're trying to do? This is one of the reasons that we have this particular platform in place, so that you guys can become aware of what your goals and actions that you're seeking to accomplish are, and so that you can write it down and you can do it in some form of professionalism with some form of preparation, so that you can get to the promised end. All right. So if you have not had the opportunity, please go to momentum.martinabritt.yelverton.com and get this planner and go ahead and start writing down what your actionable steps are. Now, on a secondary form, if you are interested in even breaking down even further the quarterly momentum planner, what you were previously looking at here is the 21 yearly momentum planner, 2021 yearly. However, if you'd like to delve a little bit deeper, you're going to have to reach out to me and ask for access to this specific form, because I don't have it set up on a short link yet, I don't believe. But this is where you're going to break it down even further. You're going to actually track out all of your October, November, December goals by what it is you're trying to accomplish. All right. What you're trying to do by the month, what milestones. And this is a part of reverse engineering. If you are not aware of what reverse engineering is, it is where you actually break down the steps of the entire sequence of what you're trying to do in reverse. So if you know you want to do something by December 31st, you're going to backtrack that by the month, by the week, by the day, by the hour if you have to see what you need to have done each step along the way to get to the expected end of December 31st. Okay? One of the crazy goals that I have here to reach the end of the year at an income amount is XYZ amount, none of your business, but XYZ amount. And I've written out the entire plan of how to get that done. All right. And let me see if I'm trying to think where I just recently took a picture of that, because I had to share it with someone to show them, you know me, I'm transparent to a point. Okay, I'm transparent, and I had to take a picture of that. Let me see if I can find it. I wasn't prepared to share this tonight, but I want to show it to you just so you can see what this specific type of planning looks like. And let's see if I can find that for you really quick. And I may just have to pull it off my phone because I know where it is in my phone. And the reason I want to show this to you is so you guys can see. Let me go into my gallery here really quickly. Obviously, I haven't backed it up to my drive, or I would be able to see it in my drive. And so what I'm going to do, all right, while that's backing up to my drive, I just backed it up. I'm going to see if I can locate it really quickly. And the reason I want to do this is so you guys can see what this what this planning looks like. And it really is this it right here? Yes, this is it right here. All right, so it is in there and it is backed up. So let me refresh my screen now. Yep, and then I'll be able to find it and pull it up. All right, here we go. I have it on the screen now, and now it is on the screen here. Let me go back and make sure you guys can see it. Okay, great. And let's make it even larger. Gonna look a little crazy, but hopefully you guys can see it on the screen now. All right, so this is a part of project planning, and one of the things that I wrote at the top of it is I have to remember to tie in any of my Amazon links on every stream that may be pertinent to the specific call. All right. So number one, here we are on our first setup Sunday, right? And on the first setup Sunday, we're talking about the Momentum Planner. Here's the entire setup Sunday for the next 9 weeks. The Momentum Planner, the weekly blocker, the mind map, the project planner, the content planning, the accountability tracker, the affirmations and mindset, the 30-day journal, and the brand new blueprint for youth lifestyle training, or MWR, right? This is just for Sundays, knowing what each topic is going to be for the next 9 weeks. All right. So Featured Friday, we already know this past Friday I went live and my daughter was in tow and she dropped some nuggets. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity, you need to go back on my Facebook timeline and see where I went live this week while I was mobile with my daughter, talking about do you believe you are enough? And of course, pitching the option to go in here and actually watch my speaking, where I was on stage for this particular area with Dr. Cheryl Wood and the Les Brown. This is my speaking slot. I was able to record it and have it available here for you guys who may have missed the conference, so you can see what my speaking slot was. Anyway, this is where we discussed for the next 9 weeks. This one was where we talked about You Are Enough. On that Feature Friday, we're featuring the You Are Enough segment and Do You Believe You Are Enough? So these are the topics for Feature Friday. On top of that, we're talking about on Mindset on Monday. So tomorrow, guys, I will be talking about the Dr. Miles Monroe and his book, Living with Purpose, and how I was able to take however many months it took me to read a passage out of that every single day to get to the expected end, how I blessed my spiritual advisor with this book, and how I was able to take different teachings from Miles Monroe. We'll talk about that on Mindset on Monday. That is the topic for tomorrow. Teach You Something Tuesday, we'll be talking about an option I have for 5 steps to get you guys to understand how to brand yourself. I'll be teaching you that, or I'll be transparent on Tuesdays. Do you guys see the planning that I'm referring to? This is to get to an expected end by December the 31st. This is a 90-day blitz going through everything that I offer, between branding, between teaching people how to hire their kids in their own home-based business, between teaching people about my referral executive program, that I'm teaching people what I've gone through and what I'm going through as far as purchasing my first home, and what that looks like and the impact that it has had on credit, on taxes, taxes, on doing this as a home-based business person, and just what that entire journey has looked like, as well as watching me work on client projects on Wednesday. So I'll either be walking in my worth Wednesday, or I'll be watching me work Wednesday, where I'll be talking about these specific 9 clients: Miss Phyllis, Tina Scott, Debbie Caldwell Proctor, Honora Jenkins, Kirk Willer and his daughter Stormy Wellington and their apparel site, Cassie Ward and her multiple businesses between Cassie Ward Ministry, HR Inc., DDM, Tyler, this entire family. Each of them have their own business. Tim, Tyler, and Tanya, Gerald W. Parker and his entire brand, Stephanie J. Sanders and her entire brand. These are 9 clients that will be featured over the next 9 weeks. All right. And then finally, introducing you to the progress of the Start Now project. Start Now with what you have and where you are. You guys saw me launch that back in July, and you will be able to see the progress of the Start Now authors and what that looks like. Okay. This is a part of the planning that I'm talking about, that if you have no earthly idea that you should be doing as a startup or struggling entrepreneur, this is how you reverse engineer it. I wouldn't know what the expected end was if I didn't plan every step of the way. So I hope that makes sense to you guys and you understand how you can take some of these forms that I offer. Mind you, this is one. These are multiple forms that I offer. This one is called a mind map, and how you trace out a mind map by actually going through and filling it in. I think I have an example here in one of the fillables about how you fill that in, um, so that you'll know the steps necessary with regards to your business mindset, your team. If you have an MLM company and you're working with your team, how to finagle and fit your family into it, and then how to have your own personal mindset. There are so many different ways that you could use these forms. I give you an example, but the bottom line is this is about planning and knowing where you're going. Okay. If you don't write it down, how, like, you wouldn't go to the East Coast to the West Coast without a map, without GPS. So to know where you're going, to either digitally fill it in like this one, to hand write it in like this one, or to print, like I say, there's so many different ways that you can do this. You can actually type it out and still obviously write in it, but there are so many different ways that you can use these forms. The bottom line is you have to start somewhere. So as a startup and a struggling entrepreneur, one of the reasons that you're struggling is you have no planning. You have no plan, you have no preparation, you have nothing that you can actually follow. It is so much easier when you have a blueprint to follow. Okay, there is absolutely no way I will be able to accomplish going live or putting up a post in multiple places for 90 straight days without an idea ahead of time of what it is that I'm trying to do, and especially without knowing the end result of what it is I'm trying to accomplish. Okay, so that is tonight's Setup Sunday. I'm really just hoping you guys understand what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to help you as a startup or struggling entrepreneur, what I'm trying to help you get to, what I'm trying to help you put in place so that you can get to your expected end. Okay, so again, take the opportunity to download momentum.martinabrittyoverton.com. If you need the quarterly planner, definitely drop a comment below. Reach out to me specifically, personally. If you're watching on YouTube, drop the comment below. Ensure that you actually subscribe. Hit the button to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely go ahead and hit the bell so that you can receive notifications. Even here on Facebook, there's an option for you to become a friend and then for you to get notifications of these lives as well. Definitely take the opportunity to do that so that you're notified whenever we go live. Generally, the most important live to be on is the Setup Sunday Night Live to get the information and to set up for the week. Again, we will be live again tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to put up a video or I'm going to actually go live. More than likely, I'll go live because I want to walk you guys through the Miles Monroe reading. I don't know if I'm going to do it by post or if I'm going to go live, but if I do happen to go live, it's generally around 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, one of those two time frames where you'll be able to catch me live. That really is my time for tonight. I hope you have found some interest or some value in the information I've been able to present to you on tonight, and that you will take the opportunity to download that form, momentum.martinabrittyoverton.com, and that you will fill it out, and that you will go ahead and reverse engineer whatever your plan is so that you can get to your expected end and you can end 2021 better than you ended 2020, but so that you can be set up on, I guess, the best trajectory that you can be set up for 2022. Let's end this year with a bang, and let's really step on the neck of the devil, and let's really get out here and do each and everything that has been purposed in us for us to do. Again, that's my time for tonight. I thank you for your time. sharing it here with me on Setup Sunday. And I look forward to seeing you later in the week for either Mindset on Monday, Teach You Something Tuesday, Walking in My Worth, or Watch Me Work Wednesday. And if not, I'll catch you on Feature Friday. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a youth lifestyle trainee live with me again. Talk with you soon.